I wanted to make you all familiar with our underwriting resources. So I'm going to click on this link, and you'll see here we have a number of tabs on both sides of the screen. First thing I want to talk about is that at ANICO, we do offer what we refer to as accelerated underwriting for your cases. And so very quickly, I just want you to be aware when you submit cases to ANICO, we're going to put those policies or those applications into three different buckets. The first bucket is going to be our express bucket. And you'll see here the qualifying conditions. We're basically looking for clients who are insurance up to age 65 and below $250,000 of death benefit for all of our products. Those applications are going to go into the express bucket. Then we have our express plus bucket. You'll see here again, qualifying condition or qualifying parameters are going to be ages 18 to 50, 250,000 to $1 million, and ages 51 to 60, 250,000 to $500,000 for all our products. Those apps are going to go in the Express Plus bucket. All other apps are going to go into our fully underwritten bucket, which means we're going to do parameds, etc. However, these two buckets, Express and Express Plus, some of you may be familiar with LexisNexis. We're going to process those applications through LexisNexis. LexisNexis is going to give a score. That's all we will see from LexisNexis. Think of them like your credit score, but they look at a few more parameters of an individual's, I like to refer to it as a lifestyle score. So essentially, LexisNexis is creating a lifestyle score, and that score can range from 200 to 800. And so we have our thresholds of what score we need to exclude a paramed. So the takeaway here, when you take an app with ANICO that qualifies Express or Express Plus, simply tell your client, Mr. or Miss Client, there is an opportunity where a paramed may not be needed, but we won't know that for certainty until 24 hours. The carrier will get back to us and let us know if a paramed is needed. And so that's your takeaway. The good news is on Express, currently our statistics are reflecting that roughly 80% of all applications under $250,000 are processing through our system without parameds. And Express Plus, with the higher death benefit amounts, approximately 40 to 45% of these cases are moving through our system without parameds. The good news there is that if we're able to complete your applications without parameds, we are turning these applications around and these submissions around to issue within anywhere from 48 to 72 hours. And at ANICO, we pay commissions out daily. So hypothetically, you could submit an application on Monday. We issue it by Wednesday, and we pay out commissions every day, 48 hours after issue. So your commissions would be paid out on that Friday. So it's all a function of 48 hours after issue, and we pay out commissions through our system daily. So keep that in mind. You can certainly turn some business quickly with us, and more importantly, get paid quickly. So going back to the underwriting resources, just two more takeaways for you. Over here on the left, you can see our underwriting guidelines handbook. This is our comprehensive 32-page handbook that you can refer to if you want to expand your knowledge of our underwriting posture, if you will. A couple of takeaways. I'll come over here to our underwriting resources. A couple of takeaways I want you to keep in mind about ANICO. We have some case studies here of impairments. We are very, very flexible, if you will, when it comes to our height weight chart. So we're more lenient, if you will, when it comes to obesity, also high blood pressure and type 2 diabetes. For clients who may have these types of conditions, but yet they are under control, under doctor control, we will actually look reasonably favorable on some of these cases. And these case studies that this particular link references talks to how we were able to offer from 2 to 3 table rating improvement all the way up to standard. So keep that in mind with some of your maybe more challenging cases. At ANICO, we also look will consider HIV situations. So keep that in mind. And then last but not least, on our underwriting website here, I wanted to refer you to our underwriting guide, red, yellow, and green. This is a piece you can use in the field to field underwrite. You could store this on your computer or print it out and save it. But you'll notice it comes in 3 categories: stop, caution, and go. All these conditions are listed in alphabetical order, and it lays out conditions that in this case we would an automatic decline. And then as you scroll down, these are what we refer to as caution. Over 2.5 pages of conditions that you could basically be able to tell your client, look, that condition probably isn't going to get a standard offer. It's more than likely going to be tabled to some degree. And that way you can offer your client a better indication of what premiums might look like for those clients that may have some conditions that you're just not sure about. So you could actually show a tabled illustration and give them a sense of, the premiums may look more like this, Mr. or Miss Client. And then last but not least, our third category of goes. These are conditions that we would automatically, as long as they are being managed, we would automatically go standard and perhaps better. So I wanted to give you those takeaways on the underwriting resources under our Life tab.